Confessions. Hands begin to shake. Can you feel it, that gunmetal rain? Blue lights bloom like flowers on the window pane. Empty pockets, but there's trunks full of sins. I ain't religious, but I pray when the chase begins. Velvet night wrapping tight around my name. Smoke and steel, every town I leave in flames. I don't hide, I just melt into the black, like a ghost on a southbound track. On a southbound track. Put a 38 on a small town bank, cash in a canvas bag, heart already sank. Old man shaking as he opened the safe, said, "Son, the devil wears a younger face." Velvet night wrapping tight around my name. Smoke and steel, every town I leave in flames. I don't hide, I just melt into the black, like a ghost on a southbound track. On a southbound track. Got my picture on the evening news, wanted posters stapled to the barroom blues. Mama's praying, but the law's on my trail. I keep running on a highway made of nails. Radio preacher saying, "Boy, you're bound to fall." But the roar of this engine's my only call. If the Lord's out there, He's been driving in the dark beside me. Velvet night wrapping tight around my name. Cold steel sermons in a world that won't be saved. I don't beg, I just lean into the slide, like a bullet that refused to die. Velvet night wrapping tight around my neck. Smoke and steel, every town I leave in flames. I don't hide, I just melt into the black, like a ghost on a southbound track. Pale motel sign burns through the rain, like it's reading off my shame. Blue light howling, red light glare. Every shadow's like a noose out there. Hate to admit it, but I crossed that line. Black ski mask and a 12-gauge shine. Another bank vault in my wake. Tellers on the floor, hands to the sky. Money like a blizzard in my bloodshot eyes. Every getaway a bigger stake. Pale motel sign burns through the rain, like it's reading all my shame. Blue light howling, red light glare. Every shadow's like a noose out there. Dust in my throat from the county line. Got a duffel bag stuffed with stolen time. And every dollar's got a face. Whiskey in a coffee cup, hands still shake. TV in the corner running my mistake. My wanted poster in that crawl space. Pale motel sign burns through the rain, like it's reading off my shame. Blue light howling, red light glare. Every shadow's like a noose out there. Pale motel sign buzzes my name, like it's singing I'm to blame. I ain't sleeping, I just stare at that crosshair in the midnight air. The weight of the law's just a breath away. Boots on gravel, they spread and pray. Shotguns aimed at the peeling door. Thought of my mother in a kitchen chair, her Sunday hymns floating through the air. Now they chase me down this tile floor. Pale motel sign burns through the rain, like it's chanting I'm profane. Blue light howling, red light glare. Every heart beats like a snare. Pale motel sign hums my refrain, like it knows I won't be saved again. If they catch me or I tear through the sirens in the smoky air. It ain't God's fault, it sure ain't mine. It's the guns and the banks and that county line. The nights get cold, the scars don't heal when you're living off adrenaline and dollar bills. Motel keys and empty lies in my hand. Bloodshot eyes, counting cash I don't understand. I can't pray, I just push through the dark. Leave my name burned into bark. Neon flicker, diesel wine, blue lights dancing in the rearview line. One bad score and a desperate man turns a trembling finger to a trigger hand. Motel keys and empty lies in my hand. Whiskey talking like it might just understand. I don't stay, I just roll through the dark. Leave my name like a ghost of a spark. So if you see me coming round, lock your doors, don't make a sound. I'm the one they warned you about. House Bible, hollow spine, stuffed with hundreds from a broken sign. Radio radio saying that a man like me shot his way clean out of mercy. Motel keys and empty lies in my hand. Wanted posters with my face, they don't understand. I don't stay, I just run from the dark. Leave my name in gunpowder marks. Motel keys and empty lies in my hand. Sirens wailing like a long-lost marching band. If I fall on this outlawed road tonight, lay my ghost in motel light. Cold coffee, sunrise, steel gray sky, gunpowder shaking in my side. I don't wait, I just open my eyes to another crooked alibi. Blue lights howl in the rear view of my soul. Been running a while, but the years they take their toll. We've been dancing with dollar signs, black gloves, black mask, on the wrong side of the line. In the blink of an eye, from an empty plate to a bank on a Friday night. Count to three, hands to heaven, heart to sin. Hear that vault door breathing in. Cold coffee, sunrise, hands still shake, ink-stained fingers, last night's tape. I don't wait, I just open my eyes to another wanted poster sky. Dear motel daydream, can you feel it? Every siren in my veins screams. Dusty roads where the law don't wait. Every mile is a loaded fate. Whiskey low, nerves on high. You can smell that jailhouse in the morning light. In the blink of an eye, we trade our names for a number and a strike. Whisper please, tell the reaper pass me by. If they catch me, let me lie. Cold coffee, sunrise, no last call, just my shadow written on the wall. I don't wait, I just open my eyes to another chance to load and drive. Cold coffee, sunrise, out of time. Hear that hammer fall in my mind. I don't wait, I just close my eyes to another dark and low goodbye. lights in the rearview glass, headlights cutting through the past. Blood on my knuckles, ink on my hands, praying this engine understands. Ashes of letters on the dash, stolen bills and broken plans. Every siren sounds like church bells, calling out my second chance. We both know I can't lose, can't lose. I've been paying all my dues, all my dues. Ashtray confessions, burning low, bank notes smelling just like smoke. Powder on the counter, guns on the floor. I keep running, but I'm wanting more. Ashtray confessions, burning slow, red and blue in the rear window. Whiskey on the breath of every lie, and the law sits shotgun by my side. Black suit, black mask, black gun drawn, heartbeat drumming like a dirty song. Teller's hand shaking, fill that bag. Every choice I make, another flag. Dust on the road, boots on the gas, name on the wire, face on the glass. Radio saying I won't last, but I'm laughing with my foot on the past. We both know I'm bad news, bad news. Ain't no saints in these worn out shoes, these worn out shoes. Ashtray confessions, burning low, bank rolls falling like the snow. Smoke curls from the barrel light, while the law rides shotgun by my side. Ashtray confessions, burning slow, every secret written in tobacco and coal. Sirens singing like a lullaby, while the law rides shotgun by my side. Moonshine in a paper sack, blue lights running down my back. Got a warrant on my name and a Bible full of blacked out facts. Mama said the Lord forgives, but I keep breaking all His laws. Got your picture in my pocket and a 38 inside my drawers. I pour that bourbon like it's holy water when I'm running from the truth. Broken neon gospel in the rain, every flicker spelling out my shame. I keep driving but I feel it still, like a siren on a midnight hill. Broken neon preaching to the damned, every shadow knows just who I am. I ain't listening but it owns my will, like a ghost that never will. First bank bank on the county line, black mask in a crooked rhyme, teller crying, hands up high while I'm humming, blessed be the ties. Duffel bag full of bloody bills, heart beating like a gospel drum. Heard a shot ring out behind me, but I never turned to see which one. I drink that whiskey like it's holy water when I'm drowning out the proof. Broken neon gospel in the rain, every flicker spelling out my shame. I keep driving but I feel it still, like a siren on a midnight hill. Broken neon preaching to the damned, every shadow knows just who I am. I ain't listening but it owns my will, like a ghost that never will. Sinner on the run now, put your hands together while the choir's going gunpowder loud. Put your hands together, saying hallelujah through the smoke. Put your hands together for a broken neon gospel going up in choke. Dirt in my purse, where diamonds used to gleam, gunpowder on my sleeves, sirens in my dreams. I had silver, I had gold, now I just ride the cold. Pull my collar to the wind on that county line, red and blue in the rear view, cutting through the pines. Radio saying my name like a funeral bell. Judge got a room but he calls it a cell. Steel-toed boots on a broke-down floor. First bank job said it even the score, but the safe door laughed when it hit that wall. Now my soul's on the run and my back's to the law. Whiskey on my tongue, the truth is aching and young. Every heartbeat's turning blue. Dust in my pocket, where diamonds used to gleam, gunpowder on my sleeves, sirens in my dreams. I had silver, I had gold, now I just ride the cold. Midnight town, one light in the boarded store. Bank sign swinging like it knew what was in store. She was waiting in the truck with the engine high. Said, baby, one last score's all we got. Mask on my face, but my hand still shook. Tell us all, my eyes read me like a book. Money in the bag felt heavy as sin. Every bill was a ghost crawling under my skin. You were my hideout too. Those eyes, they cut straight on through, but your faith is bleeding through. Dust in my pocket, where diamonds used to gleam, gunpowder on my sleeve, sirens in my dreams. ride the cold. Now it's wanted signs on every rusty pole. Coffee's burnt, but it's warming up my soul. Every dark road singing me a lonesome hymn about the man I was and the shape I'm in. Dust in my pocket, where diamonds used to gleam. Gunpowder on my sleeve, sirens in my dreams. I had silver, I had gold. Now I just ride the cold. Been 22 days on the back roads. I can still feel that cash in my hands. I can still hear them sirens in my head. Blew out the phone lines the night that we ran. Burned the truck and left it for dead, with our names on the warrant and nowhere to go. Just the lights in the rearview glow. Yeah, the lights in the rearview glow. Static on Route 9 calling me like a ghost in the tall pine trees. Every signal fades to black, but the blues keep dragging me back. Static on Route 9 calling me like the law breathing down on me. Every prayer turns cold and black, and the road just won't give you back. You never could hide what you meant, hands shaking while you watch that bank clock. You couldn't spit out the words in your throat. Run was all that you wrote on a note. And I'm thinking I might let you take my fall. Yeah, I'm thinking I might let you take my fall. Static on Route 9 calling me like a ghost in the tall pine trees. Every signal fades to black, but the blues keep dragging me back. Static on Route 9 calling me like the law breathing down on me. Every prayer turns cold and black, and the road just won't give you back. And it burned like a fever that one bad summer, counting bills on the motel bed. Gun on the dresser by your head. You were shaking for more whiskey and score. You were shaking for more. Yeah, you were shaking for more. Static on Route 9 calling me like a ghost in the tall pine trees. Every signal fades to black, but the blues keep dragging me back. Static on Route 9 calling me like the law breathing down on me. Every prayer turns cold and black, and the road just won't give you back. Static on Route 9 calling me like a judge reading a sentence to me. Every hope turns cold and black, but the night keeps pulling me back. Static on Route 9 calling me like a sin I can't set free. Every signal fades to black, and I know I ain't coming back. engine never sleeps. It moans my name like it knows I won't change. Every mile creeps closer to the flame, like a slow, familiar shame. Midnight highway, red eyes, black sky, blue in the mirror, got my first score. In that county line bar, now I'm just a rumor. In the rear view clearer, robbed that First State Bank with a borrowed gun, cotton mask and a shaking hand, siren sang while the register bled. Now I'm married to the broken land. Somewhere down the road, when the smoke is rising, engine never sleeps. It moans my name like it knows I won't change. Every mile creeps closer to the flame, like a slow, familiar shame. Shot out, tail light, whiskey on my breath, cold steel tucked by my knee. Every red light feels like sudden death, but the dark keeps covering me. Posters in the diner, sheriff on the wire, they all swear they're closing in. But this outlaw heart keeps fanning the fire. I'm still gambling with my sin. I just hit the gas when the law comes knocking. Engine never sleeps. It moans my name like it knows I won't change. Every mile creeps closer to the flame, like a slow, familiar shame. No faith left to burn. Blue lights in a cracked rearview turn. I keep driving just the same, with the law on my back and a bag full of blame. They say that when you can't start running, judgment's gonna find you. But I've been out here since the break of dawn with a 45 to remind you. I look to the sky, but the sky's on fire. Smoke rolling off that midnight wire. Can't tell if I'm getting closer to freedom or the gunfire. So I kill the lights, hold my breath, count to 5, pray for death. And when I open my eyes, I'm still low fuel, no faith left to burn. Blue lights in a cracked rearview turn. I keep driving just just the same, with the law on my back and a bag full of blame. Low fuel, no faith left to burn. Every bank another hard lesson learned. I keep driving just the same, through the sirens calling out my name. They say when you're guilty you just know by the weight hanging on your soul. Rolling town to town with a nylon mask and a note slid under bulletproof glass. Every vault door slams like a revelation. Black gloves, cold steel, no salvation. And all my desperation, that's what keeps these wheels in motion. Robbing and running from my own reflection. So I kill the lights, hold my breath, count to 5, cheating death. And when I open my eyes, I'm still low fuel, no faith left to burn. Blue lights in a cracked rearview turn. I keep driving just the same, with the law on my back and a bag full of blame.